Hi, everyone. This is the Janelle Show, and I am so glad you are here with us today. I am here with Disha Warup, and she is a social media strategist who has worked in international marketing for over 7 years in corporate and digital marketing agencies before starting Social Treats in 2016. She is a Facebook lead trainer and approved ManyChat's agency partner, and in 2019, she was shortlisted for Freelance Social Media Manager of the Year. She has worked with businesses to scale and reach 6 and 7 figures using organic and paid social media strategies that they can use over and over again. Disha loves to travel and works remotely from any location in the world. She believes that everyone should have the same freedom and flexibility to spend their time as they want, and she wants clients to stop wasting time on social media and be more strategic. You can connect with her in her free Facebook group, Get Visible Organic Marketing Strategies that attract their clients consistently. Hi, Disha. How are you?
Hello, thank you so much for having me. I was chuckling when you were saying you can work from anywhere as I stand in my kitchen.
It's signs of the times right now with COVID. We've got to work where we can work from.
Yeah, exactly. I would much rather be working on a beach, but hey ho.
You and
We
me
are
both.
where we are.
You and me both. So what part of the world are you in right now?
I'm in Manchester in the UK.
Yes, 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 yes. Lovely. I can tell from your accent.
Yeah, I have a weird accent. That's from years of traveling. So I picked up a strange sort of twang accent. Everyone's like, I'm not really sure where you're from.
So you're a social media strategist. How did you get into that business?
So it was a really funny story, actually. I originally left England in 2012 and quit my job. I was a wedding coordinator, so organized weddings. And I went through a breakup. And like most people that you see traveling, usually have a breakup story as to why they left. So I just went, I've had enough. I'm leaving the country. And I left to go and live in Thailand. And that was my first hurrah abroad. But turns out I don't like kids, and I was teaching English in Thailand. So I was like, this isn't going to work for me. So I need to find something else that I can do that I don't like. Weddings is very location specific, right? So like I need to find something else I can do that doesn't involve me having to be somewhere. I want to be on a beach. So I started learning marketing, and with events and sales, it wasn't too far a jump to go to marketing. So I started teaching myself marketing, and I built my own websites. I started following around travel and fitness. And then I went to Australia and actually got a job in marketing and just showed them my following and my websites and all that sort of stuff. And they hired me, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Okay. So I got my first job in marketing, working in a construction company, doing all of their marketing and contract administration for them. And then I moved into a recruitment company, doing all of their marketing for them in Sydney. And then I have a little bit of a breakdown every now and again. I was like, right, enough is enough. I'm out. I'm done. So I quit my job in Sydney and moved to Asia again, and started Social Treats. And I started freelancing, picking up stuff on the side, building up a business as a social media manager. And I was working with 6 and 7 figure business owners, scaling their social media for them organically, which was great. But I had that imposter syndrome. And as every entrepreneur knows, it's really tough, especially when you're first starting out. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was hitting 30, and I had another midlife crisis thing where I was like, I should probably grow up and like buy a house and do adult stuff. So I was like, I'm going to go home. So I went home, and then I thought, I'm going to get a job because that's the sensible grown up thing to do. So I got a job in an agency, a digital marketing agency, but I was still servicing my freelancing clients. Yeah. So I was still working alongside, working full time, building my business. And I then bought a house. And then I again went, no, I really, really just want to live on a beach. So I in 2018, I quit my full-time job and started focusing just on the business.
Mhm.
And in 2019, I traveled to 8 different countries and doubled my corporate income in the first year full time in my business. This was just as a social media manager. So I was like, right, this is it. I'm staying. I'm a committed entrepreneur now. That's it. I want to travel more. And then 2020 happened, and I didn't travel anywhere.
Right. Right.
So yeah, that's the story in a nutshell. And then in 2019, I was actually asked by some of my clients to coach them, as well as do their social media management stuff. So I was like, yeah, sure, I guess I can do that. I mean, if you want to pay me for it, sure, why not? So I started coaching and I loved it. So 2020 was the year I completely transitioned to coaching, consulting. I am qualified from Facebook as a lead trainer. So I train small, medium businesses around the UK, currently online, on behalf of Facebook and the She Means Business campaign, which is a campaign across the UK to train women in business on social media skills.
Mhm.
So I do that, and then I just scaled everything last year, figured out all of the coaching stuff, and now transitioned solely to coaching.
Wow, that is an impressive story. I love it.
I always tell people when they start, I'm like, it's never as simple as just starting a business.
Mhm. It's a roller coaster. It truly is a roller coaster. When you see that description, yes, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. I love it. So, what's going to happen in 2022, maybe when we can start traveling again? Are you going back on the road? Are you staying home? What are we doing?
Oh yeah, I'll be back on the road. I've already picked out my Airbnb in Spain that I'll be going to. I can take my dog to Spain with me.
Yeah.
So I've already picked out my apartment for a few months as soon as I'm allowed to leave the country. I'm desperate to see some sunshine.
We can leave in America. We haven't had the stringent curfews and everything that you guys have had. So I went down to Mexico a couple of months ago, and I want to be back there right now. It's like so dreary outside. It's cold.
It's miserable, right? And one of the big things that I did when I was setting up my business was set it up so that I can travel and have the freedom and work with who I want to work with and work when I want to work with. So I don't book any appointments Mondays or Fridays, even during COVID, just in case I want to take a long weekend. I don't necessarily always not work Monday and Friday. I just want the option not to.
Hence why we're recording on a Tuesday, because I'm the same way.
There you go.
Yes, I have to have a possible 4-day weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, my work day is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I could work maybe on a Monday, Friday, but I don't have to because I don't have anything scheduled.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm all about the freedom and building a business around what you want.
Yes, no, I am too. That is one of my questions that I always ask about the dream lifestyle, but you've already told us what your dream lifestyle is. So how does it work with you having your house that you're in right now?
Yeah, so in 2019 now, I guess, I rented it out. So I put it on Airbnb and had people renting it out when I was away. And yeah, as long as I can cover the mortgage and go on holiday, that's fine. I tend to go away for a few weeks or a few months at a time. So not massive long trips. And I'm that person that everybody wants to go on holiday with because I can always take the time, right? People in jobs, they only have the 2. Well, in England we get 4 weeks. But everybody comes to me and is like, all my single friends, you can come on holiday with me. You don't have to book time off. Sure, I'll go on holiday.
Of course I will come.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said no to a holiday. On holiday, why not?
Who would? I don't know who would. Strange people.
Exactly, yeah.
So I would love to talk about the social media part of your business. Well, you're doing coaching now, but I'd love to get some social media tips from you. If you could give us maybe 3 top tips for entrepreneurs right now, what would be your top 3 tips on social media?
Yeah, so get visible.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Make sure that if you're on Facebook, for example, make sure that your personal profile is optimized with a picture of yourself and that people can add you as friends. It gets so frustrates me when people are online and they're networking in groups and sharing amazing value, and then they come to connect with them further and I can't send them a message, I can't add them as a friend. I'm like, it's really annoying. So make sure that is the first thing that you do. Have a look at your personal profile, especially if you're going out for organic stuff, right? Different if you're running ads because you don't need to use your personal profile. But as an organic, I focus primarily on organic. I don't want to spend money if I don't have to.
Right.
So my personal profile is a very big part of that. So making sure that that looks good and is optimized correctly is step one. Then making sure that you have a system to be in all of the places. So I make sure I'm in certain groups every day, sharing content, sharing value, and being active and being a human. And that's the other thing that I think people miss massively is the human element of being on social media, right? Just send people love. I sent somebody a message today just saying, I know you've had a crappy time of it right now. I'm just sending you some love. I don't not selling you anything. I just
Right.
sending you love, being a nice person. And it's that's keeping me in front of mind for when they are ready. They're going through a difficult time now, but when they are ready, then they might reach out to me because I was the person that just sent them love one day.
Exactly. Genuine connections. I always say those are so important.
Yeah, and it's something that people massively miss out on in social media at the moment, and especially when people hire social media managers too fast.
Mhm.
So I see so many people, and that's one of the reasons that I started coaching on social media stuff, because people were coming to me and I'm like, I want you to run my social media. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to run your social media as well, but you're not ready yet.
Right.
Yeah, and then they'll go, I'll go find somebody else, and they come back and go, it didn't work. No, I know, because you're not ready. You as a business are not ready to hire out somebody to do your social media yet. You have to figure it out first, and then you can get somebody else to do it for you.
Right. To figure out what works for you as a brand.
Yeah, and making sales and what that looks like for you. So when people are putting content out there to generate sales, a social media manager can't make those small shifts in all of the unique nuances of your copy because they don't understand entirely who your target audience is and what is happening inside your programs. So you need to be updating your copy all the time based on the feedback that you're getting when you're selling a program. So when people come to me and they're brand new, I'm like, don't hire out yet, because you need to figure out how you're going to market your program until you get sales organically. Then once you start getting sales, you've got some good testimonials, then possibly hire out a social media manager, but not until then.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. Yep. So true. Definitely. So if you were to give one piece of advice to a budding entrepreneur, what would it be?
Ooh, one piece of advice: focus on sales. Because people get so distracted, and especially as a social media coach, people come to me and they're like, oh, I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram and I'm on YouTube and I'm on Pinterest and I'm on all these things and Clubhouse, I'm on all of it. And I'm like, awesome, have you made any sales? And they're like, no. Okay, well, stop being on all of it then, because you're wasting half your day creating content when you should be focusing on sales and connecting with people. Until you master one thing, get sales, then build out another thing. And too many times as entrepreneurs, especially just starting out, they're like, I want to be on all the platforms. And people listen to people like Gary Vee, which is awesome. His content is great. There is a place for that. But he teaches like the $1.80 technique, where you have to put your 80 cents on everything, or whatever it is, 10 cents. But that is only going to work if you have a big team to put all of this content out like Gary does. For us as solo entrepreneurs, when you are the only person creating content, you're going to spend your entire time creating free content and not focusing on sales. So focus solely on the sales until you've got some of those over the line, and then start to scale up and have a look at other platforms.
I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. Yeah, because a lot of people, they shy away from sales. They feel like, I don't want to come off as too salesy. And for me, I get most of my clients on Facebook in our DMs. So I'm selling in the DMs. That's just, I don't even use Facebook, to be honest, personally anymore. I mostly use it for my business. My personal page is about business. It is what it is.
Absolutely. And I tell my friends, I'm like, can you just WhatsApp me? Because if my friends send me a message on Facebook, I'm like, it just gets lost because I get hundreds of messages a day. Like, if you actually want to contact me as a friend, use a different platform because this is my business stuff. And then when I'm going through it during the day, I'm only replying to business stuff. And then of course you forget in the evening to reply to the actual friends that sent you a message. Like, exactly. I missed it, sorry.
Exactly. I had somebody text me the other day, like, check your Facebook Messenger. Oh.
Yeah, and it's funny. My family do all the time. Did you see that picture I posted? Or you see what? I'm like, I'm not scrolling through Facebook to see the pictures you post. I'm like, but you're on Facebook all the time. I'm like, yeah, working.
Right.
Not scrolling aimlessly. I have a strategy. I am strategically on Facebook, not scrolling the newsfeed. I even have a newsfeed eradicator on my desktop. So I cannot see the newsfeed on my desktop at all.
Is this a Google Chrome extension?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally called Newsfeed Eradicator. So I know that if I pick up my phone during the day, I am procrastinating because I'm going to scroll through the newsfeed rather than being strategic with going into the groups that I want to and having a look at the posts that I should be looking at and working on and connecting with. So gold, that Newsfeed Eradicator.
I needed it so badly. You just don't. I was like, why can't? Because they used to have just a groups app. Remember that? And they got rid of it. Yeah. So now I've got to be on my time. I'm like, oh, I don't want to see this stuff. I want to just be in my groups talking and doing what I'm doing. So yes, I love that. Thank you so much. That was great.
That's all right.
So I am a big book reader, and so I try to do a book a week. So I would love to hear if you have any favorite books, any suggestions of books. What are you reading?
Yeah, so The Conversion Code is a fantastic book. A lot of my emails come from The Conversion Code and my email sequences. It is brilliant if you haven't checked that out yet.
Okay.
The other one that I have just ordered is Never Split the Difference.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, I was recommended that one yesterday, actually. So I've just ordered that. It goes into FBI techniques around interrogation, but how you can use that in a marketing way to use wording and language to get people to take action in your copy.
Yes. I love it. I definitely love it. Okay, I'm going to check both of those out. I'll add them to the list. Definitely. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so I just want to know so right now you're doing the coaching. How's that going, by the way?
Fantastic. Yeah, I have a group program that is 5 weeks and takes people through a process to get their first 4-figure sale over the line. So it's high ticket coaching to make sure that everything is working for you and to get sales. And one of my clients who went through it in November when I last ran it went from 400 euros a month to 3,000 a month in the 5 weeks. Yeah. Wow. So it is an amazing program for anybody that is sort of in that 1K range that needs to step up and stop charging by the hour and build out those programs that are going to be more scalable longer term to get you to those bigger months.
Gotcha. Okay. So give us all the links. Where can we get in contact with you? Where can we find out about this program? Give us everything.
Yeah. So you can check out my Facebook profile, Disha What Up. I'm pretty unique. There's usually only one of me unless somebody has cloned my account. There's usually only one of me on Facebook. You can go to socialtreats.co.uk and look at the group program in there. There's the details about Attract Dream Clients. It's currently open for waitlist and we'll be launching it in March. Mm-hmm. So if you want to join that, you can check out there. And you can come and find me in my Facebook group. I'm always sharing stuff in there. I've just done masterclasses on planning your six-figure year. In there, I've done a vision board workshop. And there are 3 things you need to do before you start an organic marketing strategy as well.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, Disha. This has been wonderful. We've learned so much today from you. Definitely. I've got a gold little ticket there. Guys, I am going to put all of Disha's show links down below in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this. Thank you so much for being here with us, Disha.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Have a great day.
Thank you.